Welcome to Kentucky Dam. We had this crazy idea after Christmas to just jump in the car and head down to Land Between the Lakes. So here we are.
We're doing a ramble. We really have no particular plans, just taking a look. I've wanted to come here and see this dam for a long time, so we're going to start out right here. Let me show you something over here. So they got a nice little sign here that depicts all the things managed by the TVA, and as you can see here, we're right here in Kentucky, pretty close to Paducah, and look at all the systems that you can go to that are all connected together through the TVA. We happen to be here at Kentucky Dam right now. It's interesting, if you were basically up here in Minnesota or whatever, you could go all the way down and come here into Kentucky Lake out of the Ohio Mississippi rivers and go all the way through the Tombigbee waterway and back out into the ocean again. So pretty cool how all this is connected together. Let's go look around a little bit. Look at this massive turbine they got here. This is a display of the turbines that's in the power plant in the dam. So this thing weighs over 100 tons and it takes 78,000 gallons a second to keep it spinning. Man, oh wow, that's something else. But anyway, I think it's pretty cool. They got the vanes in here pitch, and they can set the rotation speed by you know how much water they let in and the pitch of the vanes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like these displays like this because I mean, just the wonder of modern technology is amazing. So hey, we're gonna run back up here and get in the van and run up on top of the dam. Hey, we made our way to the other side of the dam here. So if you, I don't know if you can see it or not, about there is a lot of barges stacked up. On the Kentucky Dam here, they've got two locks that you can lock up into the Cumberland River. And what the deal is one of them is tore out. So they're operating with half capacity right now. So the barges stack up here a little bit, waiting their turn to get out. So we're just sitting here taking a look at it.
Found the Kentucky Dam Marina. He's been looking for this
for a long time.
Yes.
So
here
what the
he
deal
is.
Back in the 70s, my grandpa came here.
From the Mississippi.
Yeah, he took his boat all the way from St. Louis down here, and he bought me this t-shirt that said Kentucky Dam Marina, and I loved that t-shirt, and I used to wear it all the time, and my sisters would make fun of me for wearing it all the time, but
well, because it had a customer on it.
or so they thought. But man, I wanted to come down here so bad, and I finally found it at the Kentucky Dam Marina. We're at the beginning. Let's drive down through here and I don't know, see what I can get into. So down here at the marina, things are really quiet because we're in the middle of winter, but man, it's almost like a summer day other than the overcast. It is actually about 70 degrees, so we're really enjoying this warm weather down here. And man, I just want to look at all these boats. I have a fascination with boats because my grandpa was a big boat person, and as a kid I spent all kinds of time on his 38-foot Chris Craft cabin cruiser, and we used to cruise all over the place in that thing. I love that boat, and so I have fond memories. So anytime I get a chance to see these boats and take a look at the marinas, I always take this opportunity. But hey, let's look around a little bit. Oh, back in the day when things were free and not everything was so locked up all the time. you could go down here and chat it up with people on the boats. They got these gates here now, and yeah, you can't even get in there. I understand why they've got it there, but boy, I long for those days when you could just walk around and talk to people and things weren't so secure. But hey, I was looking at this old Gibson houseboat here. Man, that thing's awesome. So I better quit reminiscing and get back up to the car and catch up with Nancy. Well, I bet all of you guys that normally follow our channel are wondering, where is Jack and why are we driving our car on this adventure this weekend? So the story is, as you know, we got a big trip planned this year, and I decided to go ahead and have a transmission put into our adventure van. Not that it was bad, it was running fine, but it does have 170,000 miles on it. And I decided probably be prudent just to go ahead and do that. So the van's out of commission for a couple weeks while it's getting the transmission put in, but so we're just driving the car. Hey, we made our way over to the lodge, and they got this really cool balcony on the lodge. You can see there is the inlet to the marina there, and the really cool thing here is they have a lot of eagles, so we're able to see some eagles while we're here. Not sure that I got it captured good on camera here, but I'll try to show you at the end of this clip. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There is a big Red Cross disaster relief going on because we're not too far from where the tornadoes struck in Kentucky. So most of the hotel and everything is all taken up by Red Cross workers. But yeah, we just thought we'd pop in here really quick and take a look.
We've made our way to Grand Rivers, Kentucky. Herky has to stay in the car because we're gonna go in this little village-like place and get some lunch.
Hey, look at the Runaway here. This is the thing I really like about this thing, is we could squeeze right in a nice little parking spot and don't have to worry about finding a spot for a big rig.
Grand River, we have found this gem of a place. It's called Patty Settlement. It was established in 1880s. That's a long time ago. Anyway, and I think they just keep adding on because this is a fabulous. They even have a wedding chapel. Let's go take a look at this. We just left the Grand Lakes area and we're driving down Land Between the Lakes, and we have come across some of the devastation from the tornado, and it's
amazing. So it's really wide. We'll try to
the trees are just like,
yeah, we're gonna try to
like
give you some idea about how wide this thing is, but,
right?
It's pretty, it's unbelievable. It's kind of scary when you think about it.
Yeah.
But, so what we find in this area, we're not wanting to get in anybody's way, but there's a lot of Red Cross workers and that. And we talked to one of the emergency responders, and he, one of the policemen, he was telling us where this was all at and everything. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of look around at this a little bit on our way down the LBL. So we knew we were getting close to the site here because all along you can see like stuff in the trees, like pieces of furniture, insulation, tin, and when we drove by the lake, there's just tons of debris and lumber on the lake. Look here at this tree. You can see how powerful this tornado was. It just pulled the roots right out of the ground. Hey, we made it. We're at the Elk and Bison Prairie area. Got a little pamphlet. We paid the $5 gate admission to go in and see. I think it's going to be worth it because we can already see some elk up here at the side of the road. They have cautioned us to stay in the car, so that's what we'll be doing, but we'll take you on a little driving tour here.
We are back to the town of Grand River, and we are out here on this pier that jets out into the lake. It's awesome. We like this little town quite a bit. And a man just flagged us down and said, hey, earlier when you were here, I saw that you have a YouTube channel, and I've been watching your YouTubes today. So that was pretty much fun right there.
I'm gonna run down here and check out these barges that are going into the lock. I think it's gonna be fun.
Good morning from Culver City, Kentucky at Cracker Barrel. We spent the night here. We are up, we've had breakfast, getting ready to start day 2 of Land Between the Lakes.
You can't beat Camp Cracker Barrel, I'm telling you. You can spend, hey Herky, you can spend the night and get yourself a breakfast too. Hey, thanks Cracker Barrel for allowing us to do this. We really appreciate it. We had a great night's sleep last night. So yesterday, we spent most of our time at the beginning of the LBL, maybe the first 20 miles, and also in Grand River.
Rivers, Kentucky.
So
that's hard one.
For some reason, I wanted to say River City.
I think that's in a movie.
It's in a movie. Anyway,
Music Man, to be exact.
So we had a good time yesterday. So anyway, let's get started on our day after a great night of sleep at Cracker Barrel. Hey, real quick before we blast out of here, people are always really curious about this Camp Cracker Barrel situation with us. And you know what we do is we pull in here, try to use as little parking spaces as possible. Now they have RV spots. Sometimes we get there and we choose not to do that because we don't want somebody next to us at night with a motor home or something like that running a generator. So sometimes we go to the back a lot. Stay away from the trash can. number one rule when cracker docking, because at 4 o'clock in the morning somebody's going to empty that, and so we don't want to get involved in that. And the other thing is as you can see here, we're parked right up against the curb. We like to do that because in the morning when we wake up, we got a little leash and we can just run Herky out there and let him do his business really quick and bring him back in at 6 when he wants to, and then we can get up at our leisure. So hey, we're going to get started. I just wanted to give you a couple little tips on Cracker Barrel camping, but hey, you know, the other thing I try to do is pick up a little trash while I'm here. Want to be kind and courteous and keep this privilege for a long time.
Land between the lakes. The first visitor center you come to is Golden Pond, and we are going to go take a walk around the pond. Is that correct?
Right. There is a really nice visitor center inside, though, so it has a planetarium, gift shop, exhibits all about the area. About
how the different settlements or towns that had to be evacuated so that they could
make
flood
the,
for the
you know,
lake.
make the lakes. There was hundreds of people living in this area when they flooded the lake. Actually, this Golden Pond Visitor Center was once a settlement here, and you know, they had just a little town going on here. It's no longer here. All they have is a pond. Like I said, we're not going to go inside the visitor center because we have Herky and we want to take him for a little walk, but definitely a place to stop. Let's take a walk around the lake. If you begin up here, yesterday we were all up here in Grand Rivers, and you know, we spent the majority of our time up here yesterday. Well, we have actually this morning made our way down between the two lakes. So if you come down here, remember yesterday we seen the Elk and Bison Prairie, and then Golden Pond Visitor Center is right here where 68 crosses over the lake. So we have yet to go all the way down to the bottom of the lake. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to head on down here and come out the bottom between the two lakes there. So let's get back in the car and get moving.
Okay, we've made it to the state line of Tennessee, getting ready to head on down south.
What's funny is we almost blew by this. We had to turn around and come back. Thus, our car is parked on the Tennessee side of the road. We're gonna have to turn around again.
No, so, Kentucky side of the road.
Kentucky, yeah, I'm confused. So anyway, yeah, we are out of where are we? We're out of Tennessee.
No, we're out of Kentucky into Tennessee.
Oh man,
see what I live with?
It's very confusing right here.
Yeah,
So
he is confused. But you know what? The sun is shining and it's warm.
This is exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah.
So we've been driving for a little bit since we left you at the Golden Pond, and actually along the side of the way are some dump stations, and it gave us a second to get out and clean our bathroom out in our camper. So we're gonna jump back in the car again and start heading south, and hopefully it keeps getting warmer. As you drive down the LBL, there are hundreds of these little roads that shoot off to the side, and this one here, I'm at Cedar Pond. It's just across the state line into Tennessee, and yeah, they got all these little roads that shoot off. A lot of these go down to family cemeteries. So what I read online was the fact that when they built this, you know, part of the promise was because they uprooted a lot of people and there was family cemeteries through here, that the Forest Service would maintain roads going back to these cemeteries. So if we had our van, which we don't on this trip, but if we had our van with the all-wheel drive in it, I would certainly take a challenge and go back to some of these. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's just beautiful scenery. Even though it's still winter here, it's really nice to look at. Well, sometimes things don't work out the way you planned.
We had fully intended to drive down, show you this campground, Piney Campground, and end our video down by the lake. But they have this closed. We don't understand why, because this same week last year, we were here camping.
Yep.
At this campground. So it is what it is.
So fortunately, came down this road,
nowhere to
turn around. And I said, I wonder if that gate is really locked or if it's just fake locked. And it was fake locked. They didn't have the padlock closed. So I unhooked it. We drove down there, turned around, and Nancy drove around, come back. So here we go. We now have to figure out what our plans be. But I think what we're going to do is just end the video. So.
Yes, so that's the end of Land Between the Lakes. Mm-hmm. It's a short drive, not like what we're used to, Blue Ridge Mountain or Natchez Trace. Mm-hmm. But that being said, we are close to Natchez Trace.
We might end up there. We're not quite sure where we're going next. But anyway, thanks for watching our video. Herky's in the car and he's not happy with us.
Not at all.
But we're not pricking him out here because it's raining a little bit. So
starting to rain.
Hey, thanks for watching our videos, and I hope you enjoyed our little time here on the Land Between the Lakes. So catch you next Sunday. Bye now.
Bye now.